diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staff.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adapting. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. All out of space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 40. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's a big gain down the field, and the big fella was wide open. I tell you what, nobody around. The defense kind of lost sight of him, and he took full advantage.
Slithers into space. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dirt. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes! And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Let's it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. It's a draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They try to go draw, but it's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and then the offense has a negative call.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Karapateas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a third down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the first down.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. On the move. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got his man! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it and fires to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's got room. There he goes. 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Washington. Back open in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Soft spot in the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using his legs at its best. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The sweet feet buy a little time. Turns it on in midfield. Lot of room to the right. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Time to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Best. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point.